Hey everybody, welcome to the 16th episode of the Stellaris Mod Spotlight series. You may have noticed there was no Mod Spotlight last week or the week before. There's a few different reasons for that. Number one, I moved into a new house last weekend and that prevented me from releasing any real content. And number two, the sad truth is that the number of mods being released for Stellaris is kind of slowing down. By the end of the first week, there was 1,000 mods on the workshop. By the end of the first month, there was 2,000. Stellaris has been out for 4 months now, and we've barely crested 3,000. Now obviously I've not covered 3,000 mods on this series, but the most popular ones I have covered, and the most popular ones are starting to stabilize. This is where I need your help. In order for the series to continue, I need suggestions for mods to review from you. I also plan on looking at other Paradox games like Hearts of Iron 4 or EU4 and City Skylines, maybe even Civilization 6, and finding other games that I can create mod spotlights for to fill in the gaps when the Stellaris mod scene is moving slowly. Anyway, that's what's coming in the future of the series. On to the mods for this week. Boop! First mod this week is an Empire mod that allows you to play as a purely artificial race, controlling the destiny of an empire filled with robots. We've covered an AI race before, way back in episode 2, but this mod takes the idea further by adding a lot of custom elements to the Empire. This is Networked AI by Echo. As I said, this mod adds a new empire to play as, an empire with nothing but robots. Like other custom Empire mods, you can select this one from the left when selecting a new empire to play as. The populations of this race have the synthetic trait, which means they don't need food and that they live for 1,000 years. They also have the networked AI trait, giving them a bonus to energy credits and 100% increase to happiness. There's also a custom government for this empire, also called networked AI. The government gives a bonus to research, leader skill, and a large reduction in ethic divergence. This mod also has a custom ship set, with unique looks for the Corvette, Destroyer, Cruiser, Science Ship, Construction Ship, and more. Along with the custom ship set, this mod also adds a bunch of unique technologies, ship modules, and buildings that can only be built by this empire. Here's some examples of some of the unique techs. Both Fine Tools and Microengineering unlocks a building called Precision Engineering Facilities, which boosts all robot output on the planet by a set percent. Micro Wormholes is a late-game tech that boosts the speed of all ships in your empire by 40% when warping and 20% when flying through a system. And Strange Things Into the Void unlocks the Void Beam weapon, which can do a ridiculous 50 damage per second. However, it is extremely expensive to fit onto the ship. Overall, this is a great Empire mod that really tries to expand on what kind of tech and ideas a purely robotic race would live by. And it could make a very interesting AI empire in your game, even if you have no desire to play the networked AI yourself. The second mod for this week rose quickly to the top of the most popular list over the last few weeks. It also covers a topic that's one of the most requested for this series. I think there's at least one comment on every single Mod Spotlight video that I've made so far requesting a mod of this type. This is Sins of the Prophet Stellaris by Lavo. Oh, that name doesn't tell you much, does it? Well, then how about this? That's right, we've got ourselves a great Halo mod on the episode this week. The name of the mod comes from a mod for Sins of the Solar Empire, where this mod originally appeared. The mod has been converted for Stellaris, so now you can play as all your favorites from the long-running Halo series. The mod is still very early on, but it has all you need to make your own custom empire from Halo. The biggest addition in this mod so far are the custom ship sets, and man, do they look good. The ship sets for both the human UNSC and the multi-race Covenant have been added. I'll shut up a second and just let you take a look. In addition to the custom ship sets, this mod also comes with a customized UNSC name list, and a great selection of emblems that show up in the Halo universe as well. A lot more is planned for the mod, though the workshop page doesn't say exactly what's coming. Personally, I'm hoping the Flood makes an appearance maybe as a late-game swarm event or something like that. I'd also love it if ring worlds could explode and blow past the galaxy, but we'll just have to wait and see what they have planned. Next up, we've got a mod that gives you a whole bunch of galaxy sizes to pick from when starting a new game. This is More Galaxy Setups with Fallen Empires by OTRR. We covered a different galaxy size mod back in episode 4, but this one has a few unique ideas that I thought was worth examining. This mod gives you 18 different galaxy sizes to choose from. The range of the galaxies varies a lot with this mod. You have your standard galaxy sizes of 600, 1000, and other numbers that mimic vanilla Stellaris, but you also have some extreme versions as well. The smallest galaxy is only 22 stars, and is perfect for a full game of Stellaris in a single afternoon. I just hope you don't pick a pacifist empire for that playthrough. And the largest galaxy contains 7,500 stars. There are some mods with larger star counts that go up to like 10,000, but this mod does some really great things that those mods don't. First up, this mod actually has two different versions, one with Fallen Empires and one without, in case you don't want to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar colonizing the Gaia worlds right on their border. This mod also has a built-in empire spreading feature, which means all the empires will begin with more space in between them, similar to the no clustered start mod you might have seen in this series before. One of the things I like most about this mod is that it spawns stars in the galactic center. As you move closer toward the center, the stars become more and more dense, which is what you would find in a real galaxy. As I've said, there's been other mods that add entire galaxy sizes, but I've not seen any mods that add so much extra utility alongside it. But if you're going to play on a larger galaxy, just make sure your computer can handle it. I know mine certainly can't. Last mod of the week is the biggest trait mod we've ever covered here on the series. The trait list is so big, Steam can't even fit it all on the workshop page. This is Gwen's Simple Traits by Gwen Lily Knight. This mod adds over 180 new talents to the game. If you're looking for outlandish traits like Immortal Leaders or Infinite Cash, this isn't going to be the mod for you. Instead, this mod is filled with traits that could actually appear in the base game and are all relatively well balanced compared to the vanilla traits. Everything you would expect is here: boosts and penalties to food, energy credits and minerals, happiness, research output, ethics divergence. The difference between Gwen's traits and the vanilla traits are the extreme number these traits can reach. Ingenious Energy Producers gives you 45 extra energy. The downside? It costs 6 trait points to pick up. Innovative Scientists gives you 30% to all research output, but costs 8 traits to pick up. In the same vein, you can go in the opposite direction, taking giant penalties to your traits to gain a lot of trait points to spend in other areas. With Constrained Habitability, you could earn 10 extra trait points, but every planet is going to be 50% less habitable. You get the picture. With this mod, I'm picturing the perfect xenophobic race that takes massive penalties to other species' happiness and opinion modifiers in order to get huge boosts to army damage, habitability, and lifespan. With this mod, you can make some really interesting combinations and come up with races that were never possible before, especially when combined with unique government mods like the Ethic and Government Rebuild by Petruxa, which we covered on episode 11. Another week behind us. Please remember to leave a comment if there's a specific mod or mod author you want me to take a look at. And if you had a good time watching, please consider hitting the like button down on the bottom right there, or subscribe to the channel down on the bottom left there. I'm not exactly sure when I'll be making another mod spotlight for Stellaris. After all, I can only make one if there's mods to cover, but you can be sure there will be spotlights for other titles coming up real soon, as well as a lot of other content too. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.